Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us here today. And I'd emphasise this is the first time in the 15 years of Slovenian membership of the Alliance that the NATO Military Chiefs of Defence Committee meeting has met here in Slovenia. So can I begin by thanking, on behalf of the Alliance, the Chief of the General Staff, Major General Emek, for all that you have done to make this event work and be a success. The hospitality of the Slovenian Armed Forces and the people we've met has been outstanding. So on behalf of the NATO Military Committee, hvala za vašo izredno gostoljubnost. The security challenges we face together as allies, all 29 of us, are becoming global. We've seen in recent years the values-based system that we all share, including here in Slovenia, of course, is put under pressure. The illegal annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the continued destabilization of eastern Ukraine by Russia is an example of that. Another area where we see that challenge is the fight against terrorism. As we recall, 18 years since 9/11 this week, NATO has played a key role in fighting terrorism ever since, and it is the first and only time in our history that Article 5, our mutual defence element, was invoked. We know, through experience, that prevention is better than intervention. Therefore, we work to build local capacity, we train local forces so they can stabilise and secure their own countries. All member nations of the Alliance benefit from membership, and we're all stronger together through our unity. Fair burden sharing within the Alliance is crucial, and all allies are making progress on both defence spending, the capabilities they have, and the contributions. Collective security is a price worth paying. That's why, at the Brussels summit last year, all nations committed to spend more. So I say thank you to Slovenia. Since joining in 2004, 15 years ago, Slovenia has made and continues to make many important contributions to the Alliance. Through Slovenia's contributions to operations and our missions and your improvements in capability, that is a significant contribution. Thank you. We all agree on the benefit of collective security. We all agree that these are ever more important as we respond to the challenges I've briefly outlined. Now, for a couple of minutes, I will turn to the conference. The Chiefs of Defence Staff format supports the forthcoming ministerial meetings in the Alliance of Defence Ministers in October, Foreign Ministers in November, and then the Leaders' Meeting in December in London. So the advice that we create as the most senior and longest standing military committee in the world goes directly to the Secretary General to feed into that process. NATO is a defensive alliance, but we have the capacity to undertake a wide range of military operations and missions. As we stand here, the Chief of Defence of Slovenia and I, there are over 20,000 military personnel of NATO engaged in operations, missions and activity. They, the armed forces, are the clearest and most powerful expression of everything the Alliance stands for. We protect and defend the Alliance population and territory against attack. And today, the Chiefs of Defence here in Slovenia reviewed and reaffirmed their commitment to those ongoing missions and activities. We note the challenge of today's uncertain security environment, and we stress the need to maintain strong deterrence and defence posture and to communicate to any potential adversary NATO's determination to maintain and sustain a peaceful and stable Euro-Atlantic area. The second session of our day focused specifically on Afghanistan and our mission called Resolute Support. NATO remains committed to Afghanistan. NATO, allies and partners will continue to train and advise the Afghan security forces. We will help to make them stronger so that they can fight international terrorism and create security and stability in their own country. All Chiefs of Staff from the Alliance today reaffirmed their support to the Resolute Support mission. Our next session focused on deterrence and defence of the Euro-Atlantic area and our future warfighting concept. Our deterrence and defence is based on an appropriate mix of nuclear, conventional and missile defence capabilities. The Chiefs of Defence noted that deterrence and defence provides a clear link between our NATO military strategy and underlying plans. We agreed to continue to develop these concepts further to guide future military requirements. On the warfighting concept, we have agreed the concept, and we will do further work on space, innovation, and emerging and disruptive technology. So we're preparing for the future. We're preparing by making our forces fit for purpose. The last session of the day focused on NATO's military instrument of power and increasing our readiness and responsiveness. And within a fast-changing security environment, the Chiefs of Defence committed ways to increase the speed of decision-making process at the strategic military level. We agreed that the NATO military authorities will develop advice to further increase the alliance responsiveness. This year, NATO and Slovenia are celebrating anniversaries. For NATO as a whole, the 70th anniversary, and for Slovenia, the 15th anniversary since joining the alliance. We are an alliance bound by shared history, values, and goals. Our world is changing, and NATO is changing with it. The commitment of allies to one another endures, clearly demonstrated by our meeting today around the table, and why we represent the strongest military alliance in history. I would close this session, from my perspective, by thanking the people of Slovenia. You made a choice 15 years ago. You stand together in our alliance with a commitment to shared security. And as the Secretary General often remarks, maybe not always in Slovenian, dobro je imeti prijatelje. Or, since I've made such a mess of your language, it's good to have friends. And with that, I pass the floor to the Slovenian Chief of Defence.
Spoštovani novinarji, dobrodošli med nami. Za Slovenijo in slovensko vojsko je v veliko čast, da gosti tako pomemben dogodek, kot je konferenca Vojaškega odbora NATO v sestavi načelnikov obrambnih sil zavezništva v res simbolnem letu, ko NATO praznuje 70. obletnico podpisa Severnoatlantske pogodbe in ko Republika Slovenija obeležuje 15 let, odkar je postala polnopravna članica zavezništva. Še toliko bolj, ker je delo Vojaškega odbora ključno za uspešno prilagajanje Nata na novo varnostno okolje, v katerem se soočamo s sodobnimi varnostnimi izzivi, ki ogrožajo vsakogar in katerim se lahko zoperstavimo samo enotni in odločni. Slovenska vojska z gostitvijo konference izkazuje verodostojnost znotraj zavezništva, profesionalnost na področju organizacije najzahtevnejše prireditve in promocije Republike Slovenije. Za slovensko vojsko je organizacija in izvedba konference izjemno zahteven projekt, pri katerem sodeluje več kot 600 naših pripadnic in pripadnikov. Vendar nismo sami. K uspešnosti projekta s svojim prispevkom doprinašajo tudi drugi državni organi, med njimi Ministrstvo za obrambo, Policija in Ministrstvo za notranje zadeve, Ministrstvo za zunanje zadeve, Finančna uprava Republike Slovenije, in Ministrstvo za finance, Ministrstvo za zdravje, Urad vlade za komuniciranje, Urad vlade za varovanje tajnih podatkov, Nacionalni odzivni center za kibernetsko varnost. Sodelovale so občine, kjer so lokacije posameznih dogodkov, Slovenska turistična agencija in še bi lahko naštevala. Vsak od njih je prispeval v mozaik ene zgodbe naše domovine Slovenije. Zavedamo se, da je NATO bil, je in bo šel naprej najzanesljivejši okvir za zagotavljanje slovenske nacionalne varnosti. NATO-va kolektivna obramba in odvračanje je močna osnova naše nacionalne obrambe. Države članice smo drugi prisegle, da je napad na eno, napad na vse. In ravno ta vez zagotavlja našo varnost, a le ob predpostavki, da razumemo, sprejemamo in izpolnjujemo koncepte pravične delitve bremen in tveganj. Slovenska vojska odgovorno prispeva k skupnim naporom za mednarodni mir. Naš prispevek je prepoznaven v NATO-vih poveljstvih, predvsem pa v mednarodnih operacijah in misijah. Vanje je vključenih kar 6% pripadnikov, na njih pa Slovenska vojska deluje že več kot 22 let. Predvsem bi želela poudariti našo zavezanost Zahodnemu Balkanu, ki ostaja v žarišču strateškega osredotočenja Republike Slovenije. Za izvajanjem mednarodnih nalog po vsem svetu prispevamo k skupnim prizadevanjem za zaščito miru in varnosti vseh naših državljanov ter prispevamo k stabilnosti v regiji in širše. Slovenija, ki se je kot država nekoč borila za svojo neodvisnost in varnost, jo zdaj pomaga zagotavljati drugim. Tudi zaradi tega razumemo, kako pomembno je, da delamo z ramo v rami in skupaj prispevamo k nacionalni in mednarodni varnosti in stabilnosti. Hvala.